Hey team, welcome to your Bodyweight EMOM number 7. For this Bodyweight EMOM, you're only going to have 3 drills that flow together. And an EMOM means that you're going to be doing the drill. You'll have 1 minute to complete the 3 drills. Whatever time you have remaining over, that's your time to rest and recover. So if it takes you 30 seconds, you have a 30-second break, all to the good. We're going to do a flowing warm-up for this one. And there's only 3 drills for this EMOM because it's a little more intricate, a little more complex. And you'll see what I mean as we get into it. Drop down onto your mat. Your feet should be facing the top of the mat. We're going to add on every 30 seconds to this flowing warm-up. You're going to start by swinging your legs to the left, coming into a figure 4 type position, and then swing to the front, and then back and forth. So I'm just swinging the legs, using hands to kind of catch. We'll be here for about 20 seconds before we add on. So I'm leaning forward. As my legs swing, I'm leaning slightly back, catching the hand opposite to the side I'm going to. So if you're going to the right side, you catch slightly with the left hand, left side, right hand. And you can also kind of do it without using the hands by shooting the legs out in front and then dropping down. We're going to add on to this now. Coming into the figure 4, you're going to come into the beginning of the sit through. So shoot the right leg out, like so, come back, swing, and then other side. So after the figure 4, base off the right leg, extend, and then drop it down. Back and forth. We got about 15 seconds, and again, we're going to add on to this. Pick up the leg, and then drop it down. Swing, other side. Base, left leg will just shoot out. Option to pick up the leg. Back to your figure 4. Swing, other side. Adding on yet again. After you do the last one, you're going to base the leg. Left leg will go out. I'm going to step over this leg, coming into a plank type situation with my right leg hovering, drop it back down, come back into the figure 4, swing it, boom. Here's the position, base the left leg, right leg will go out. I'm going to come up and over, holding here, and then back through to the sit through, fold it. So another 20 seconds to go, swing, figure 4, base, my sit through. This is going to act like a leverage point. I can roll over, coming into the plank, and then back to the sit through, just dropping it down, folding it, swing it, figure 4 it, base. This is going to act like a lever point, boom, plank position, back to the sit through, back to the figure 4, swing. Now we're going to add on figure 4, sit through. You're going to flip over, this time lower all the way down to the belly, and then as you kick up, think of scorpioning this leg. So it's going to help you get back to the sit through, back to the figure 4, swing. Drop it on down, base, I'm going to come up and over, lower all the way down to the belly. Now this leg is going to kick up and back, which is going to help me get back to the sit through, like so, swing, through. We're going to go for 1 minute. I'll call it the basic cueing. You can go as slow as you need to, or just keep a moderate pace with me. And we're going to begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So dropping down, open that up. So the more you can scorpion that leg, the better it's going to feel on the hip. Come through, drop it down. It almost acts as a propeller, if you will, to help you get up on the good foot. You can also add a little mini push-up to make it more dynamic. We just go a little bit quicker, keeping the little segments that you need. Swing it out, boom, through. Just like so, come through, maybe do a bigger swing just to feel it. We have about 20 seconds to go. But this is a nice, gentle warm-up. We have a really big yoga mat, but you can do this on a smaller yoga mat as well. Ooh, figure 4. Come through, drop it, swing it through, drop it down, and time. That's a little graded warm-up coming through into a deep squat. Your hips should be relatively loose. You should feel like you rotated a little bit. We're just going to drop the right shin down, inside the thigh, and then left. Back and forth. Modification. Maybe you have to use your hands and only go a little bit. Maybe you only can shift side to side. Wherever you're at, it's all good. Start to focus on breaking down the movement, building through it, just feeling the transition. Feel the weight shift. You can use the arms. You can add a little rotation. Swinging through. Last 3, 2, 1. Plant the hands. Step it straight back, downward dog. Just roll through. Option to come into an up dog variation, pressing the hips forward, sending the hips back. Right leg comes up. Right foot outside right hand, big giant step. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread it through. Just 2 more. Inhale, exhale, quick little warm up. Planting it down, stepping straight back. Left leg comes up, step it through. Big dragon lunge. This is the beginning, but not the end, of the world's greatest stretch, which involves stability in the lead leg and thoracic rotation throughout the body. Right foot outside right hand, stand up, shake it on out. I'm gonna go through each of these drills. I'm gonna do 5 reps on the first one. The second drill I'm gonna break down a little bit more because it is a little more intricate. And the third drill is the most intricate, so I'm gonna take a little more time on that one. Let's start with the basic squat in your flow. Give you a little more cueing on this one. Heels in, toes slightly out. Superman, Superwoman the chest, arms go straight out. Flick the tailbone like Instagram, and men and women, and then drop your hips low, send the knees slightly forward, fight to keep the chest up and vertical, drop the hips as low as they can go. For each of us, we're gonna have different ranges. Exhale, drop. Let's do 8 more, just as the warm up. So one thing is 7 more, pack your shoulders down, check. Puff the chest out, check. Now I want you to imagine that you're pulling yourself down by spreading the mat apart with the feet, high tension, and then imagine that your feet are going to rotate outward as you come up. We have 4 more. Think of them spiraling into the buttocks, into the butt, into the glutes. For 3, gripping down through the feet, 4 corners, big toe, pinky, 2, last one. So that's your first drill, just a basic squat. Adding on, you're going to do an A-frame press with a little more detail than you normally will. So we'll do about 5 to 8 reps. If we're feeling saucy, we'll do more. You're gonna drop down to your squat, A-frame. What I mean by that is I want you to turn your fingers in slightly towards one another, like as if you're making the letter A for awesome. This is also loser, but we're gonna do awesome today. So drop it on down. Legs are straight, so we'll fight to keep your legs straight. Hands are slightly turned in, so letter A, and then drop the top of the head to the mat and push. Option to keep it shallow, halfway, 3/4, or all the way. Now keeping the legs straight, you're gonna feel like you're almost gonna tip over, but you won't. Spread the mat apart with the hands and rotate the biceps out as you push up. So imagine pulling yourself down and then external rotation as you come up. We'll do 1 more. Fight to keep the legs straight. Coming up, drop your hips back. This will put you right where you need to be. Waiting for the bus and doing your squat. Stand up. The last drill, leg swoop. I'm gonna show the full expression of it first, and then I'm gonna break it down. So you can work either variation or regression progression. Dropping on down from your top position to the squat. You're gonna lean forward, catch yourself in a basic, it's good to be basic, quad press. Right leg's gonna shoot out. Momentum is the key for this one, and distance. So let me show first. You're going to throw all the way around. Come back through the quad press and then other side. Momentum and distance. Coming through the quad press. That's the full variation, but let's break down what you can do to build up to that. That's why you're gonna have a full minute, plenty of time to do it. You're gonna come through to sit through. Right leg is gonna shoot. You need momentum here, but we're only gonna get to here. So you're not gonna go all the way around. So all you gotta do is get to the other side of the mat by swinging it to right there. I'm on the ball of the foot. And then all you're gonna do is work it around. So I'm gonna lean slightly to the left, like that. Bringing it back to the sit through, coming through. I will give another regression if the mobility isn't there for you, all good. So come through. This is the key, is the momentum. All you gotta do is get it to right there. So you're almost coming into a more intense Skandasana, right? And since we love and use Skandasana all the time, we can do that. So you're gonna shoot it through, boom, just like that. So now that I'm here, I'm gonna shift my weight slightly to the right and continue swinging the leg where I'll pick up the hands. Left, right, come. Back to the sit through and the quad press. So one more time slow. One thing you can also do, which I just did on that side, is you can go here, here, then here. So you have 3 positions to hit. You have 1, 2, 3. You can do it that way as well. I shift the weight so that when I swing the leg in front of me, I just pick up the right hand, left hand, almost dragging my heel. You can hear it. Come back through the quad press. We'll do that 3-part again. 1, 2, 3. So if you notice 1, 2, 3. Then I'll shift slightly, just drag it across, come through. That is the regression. Now, yet another regression would be sit through, just like that. Sit through, just to that end point. Yet another regression, boom, boom. So you have options to choose from. However, if you're building up to the full expression, doing either the full expression or the one right below it is the way to go. Now, if you're doing the full expression, the last thing I have for you on this one is that I said momentum and distance. So what I mean by that, you have to act. Like this isn't a leg, right? This is a lever, and there's a weight at the end of the lever, and I want to get that weight going as fast as I can and as far away from me as I can so that when it starts to make the arc behind me, it's just going to go. It's like swinging a club, a mace. So check it out. I'm thinking momentum and distance. So I'm here. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Momentum and distance. Your hands, dot, dot, as it comes through. That does require a little bit of thinking, so if you have to regress it back to the other one, do so. One more time. Momentum and distance. Same thing with the breakdown, momentum and distance. So momentum, dot, dot, distance. Coming back through, stand up, and squat. Those are your 3 drills you're gonna do. This one does require more mastery of transition. That's why you only have 3 drills. We are gonna start in 30 seconds.